we're back with 843 TV, and we are at the Don Ryan Center, and I want to introduce you to Zach Green, who is the Heroes Director here at the Business Center. And you know, when off camera, we had a great chat about you being a Marine, starting your business, having success with that, and here you are in Bluffton, here at the Don Ryan, you know, giving back. I mean, your story is so amazing, and actually it's very emotional, you know, to have that kind of success. So tell us, you know, what brought you here, and tell us about the program.
Sure. So my family's been vacationing here since literally the 70s, and it was always every summer we were excited to go down to Hilton Head. And when the pandemic happened, I had just one of my dreams was to have an old antique firehouse restored as a office building, and we got it. And then 2 days later, COVID happens, and we had to shut everything down, and basically had all our employees work virtually. And I said, you know, I don't need to be in Cincinnati. Let's go down to beautiful, down to Hilton Head in the Lowcountry. And we came down here and just absolutely fell in love with the place. And after a month or two, I learned about the Don Ryan Center and specifically the Heroes program. And it just lined up perfectly with my background and my interests.
Yeah. Well, you'll get to learn even more that this area is just ripe with business opportunities for individuals, people that have had big careers and have retired here that were willing to share and invest in those new people. So what have you found so far about entrepreneurship being important to this area?
You know, it's interesting. You've got a lot of very successful people that have either sold businesses or retired, and they've come down to this area. And what you find with a lot of those people is they're bored. They want something to do.
Like you were.
Exactly. And so they get a great opportunity to give back. So we are just absolutely flush down here in the Lowcountry with really talented people, lots of experience, and also all these budding new entrepreneurs. And to be able to put those two together is really exciting.
And also the whole point of this matter is about the military force. I mean, you are working directly with military, people who are coming out from that career and they want to do something else. So this gives them an opportunity to be mentored.
Exactly. So there's 22,000 first responders, veterans, and active duty military just in the Lowcountry area themselves. Wow. Most of those have come from other areas. And a great success story is Corporal Mademann, who just got out of the Marine Corps. She was going to move back to Pennsylvania, but just fell in love with this area. She was actually worked down at Parris Island and decided she not only wanted to stay here, but to start her own business. So she got into the Heroes program. Her business is opening up in the next week or two. It's called the Wooden Loft. It's in Old Town Bluffton. And it is just so perfect because here's somebody that, other than high school, had no formal training other than the military, but she has that incredible Marine passion of never giving up,
right.
Improvising, overcoming, and adapting. And she's really put together this amazing business, and we've been able to partner with a lot of other mentors.
Well, let's talk about how you help them. What are those things that you do to help them get started?
So the first thing we do is we have them actually pitch to us and get an idea of what they're looking for and what their areas are. And then we have a really wonderful group of mentors, and we'll basically try to match them up. In Megan's case, she needed some additional help with marketing and retail, and we had some of our mentors that were just perfect in that area. And so what we'll do is just work together. We meet, sometimes we'll meet once a week, sometimes we do bi-weekly. It just all depends. And we're able to match those up and help cover some of those gaps that they may have.
You know, I love that story. I mean, that's what I also understand. You know, being in a Marine, you have your skill sets of what it is, and a lot of times it's not the marketing, it's not the advertising, but it's about problem solving. It's about not giving up, and so there's a moral code that goes with this, and that's where they get the success because they're problem solvers.
Exactly. You know, what we learned in the Marine Corps, you'd probably get arrested for doing out in the civilian world, but it's those intangibles like you had mentioned, the integrity, the dedication, the teamwork, the problem solving skills. And you take someone like Megan that it was so incredible because she's like, I don't even know what I don't know, but if you tell me, I'll fix it and I'll do it. And she shows up every time, on time, early. And we just have such a great resource of those type of people here in the Lowcountry that not only are great opportunities to start their own businesses, but tremendous employee opportunities to be hired also.
Is there a general timeline that you find is, you know, you might work with somebody, you might take 6 months, a year?
You know, everyone's different. We have two programs. One's our startup program, which is someone like that literally has an idea and they write on the back of a napkin, and
Okay.
we try to help bring it to fruition and build out their business plan and their financial pro formas. The other one is a company, excuse me, that maybe has been in business for a couple of years, but just hasn't quite got to that level of success that they want. Maybe it's profit, maybe they want time, maybe they want those areas. And so depending on what type of skill set we're working with will depend on how much time we work with them.
But presently, what kind of businesses are you helping right now?
So one of the businesses that I'm really excited that we're working with is a company called Pourzilla. He literally invented this incredible device that goes on a dog food bag that you just do one twist, and it basically allows your dog food to have resealable. He invented this literally from scratch. We're able to put that together. Another one is a company called Lap App. And it's actually a device that you put on your lap so you can read your Kindle. So we're seeing a whole host of everything from software services to actual physical products. And here at the Don Ryan Center, we even have what we call the Fab, where we can actually do some light manufacturing for them.
I love that.
Simple ideas, like you say, who would have thought of that? But somebody did, and somebody had the initiative to take it to where it is today. That's great.
You know, and it's an interesting point there. Just because you have a good idea means almost nothing. It's you need to be able to market it, distribute it, and be able to have other people know about it. So you find that with a lot of inventors, they come up with this great idea, but nobody knows about it. And that's really where we come in, and where I can come in specifically around marketing distribution, because that's what I did. I invented a product, but nobody knew about it, and I was able to grow it into having over 100,000 firefighters in 25 countries using it through marketing, distribution, and all those great tools. Now is the best time in the world to be an entrepreneur. The tools that are out there, being able to start your own business on an iPhone, and within a matter of an hour, you could be doing international trade. It's a really special time.
Exciting stuff. And we could talk all afternoon, but we thank you for sharing and for your heart to want to help others get started too. So get a hold of Zach, and we thank you for watching this episode of 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.